And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
That! 180! Right there in the middle, 55.
All day, just like that, just like that.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you.
On second and 9, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And Abdullah lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here we go. 30 base.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Roethlisberger. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch take the three. Watch take the three.
Now Rashad Penny pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 3 bucks. And 58.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Let's make these big dudes.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Black 5.
54.
Alert.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
22, 44.
One set. Check, Mike.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. Intended for D.B. Westbrook.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Formation.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him, though. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, we better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete to Chris Conley. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line.
91. Hey, Orbit.
On first down, Locke. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? 70, Indy. Hey, Delta. Ready?
Again, it's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd down and goal. Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
54. Mike 54.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Hey, wahoo!
54 is Mike. 54.
After the turnover, here's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Roethlisberger will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Quarter.
35's the mic.
Better bring it. Hey, exit. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Army.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now Locke. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Gmakaveli05's. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Block now. Just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now it's Hines. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 2nd and 9, Locke. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. Caught here by Conley. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, Abdullah. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Get him, boy. Get him.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Roethlisberger. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Kill. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Niles Paul. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, you.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it down to the 32. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Abdullah. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for.